Back in the 80s, only comic book nerds knew that Batman was capable of being a dark, brooding character, thanks in part to Neil Adams' iconic artwork in the 70s and Frank Miller's reinterpretation of the character in The Dark Knight Returns. But when the more, let's say, casual audience thought about Batman, all that popped in their head was the campy 60s theme song while Adam West punched out bad guys with a kid in green underwear. That all changed in 1989 when Tim Burton and Warner Brothers released Batman. And how well does it hold up today, you ask? Well, let's find out. With the onslaught of darker superhero movies made in the last 20 years, it's easy to forget just how big this film truly was. In fact, when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman, Warner Brothers experienced perhaps the first ever case of fan outrage. Comic book fans were furious that Keaton, then known only for his comedies like Beetlejuice and Mr. Mom, was going to portray the intimidating Batman. So much so that over 50,000 letters were sent to Warner Brothers Studios to protest.
You bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here!
But those fears were soon laid to rest as Keaton pulled back all attempts to be funny and delivered what many people feel to this day is still the best portrayal of Batman. And then you've got Jack Nicholson as the Joker, insane, maniacal, and with a grin that only Jack was capable of delivering. In hindsight, it also turns out Tim Burton was the perfect director to deliver a stylistically dark film that would make everyone forget the former campiness of the Caped Crusader. The muscled-up black batsuit seems like an afterthought these days, but this was a trend-setting change from the blue and gray costumes that came before it, and in many ways, for better or worse, changed the style of the character forever. Choosing to frame the film anachronistically as a stylish noir was a smart move, giving Gotham City an unrecognizable Art Deco style which helped lend the film a sense of timelessness. Even Danny Elfman's score accompanied with Prince's soundtrack have aged remarkably well and managed to stay cool. Stylistically, the film is dark, but these are amplified by moments within that are downright creepy. When Joker electrifies this poor chap into a pile of burnt bones, when Joker reveals what the experiments he's been doing to his girlfriend are, even after Joker is lying dead on the pavement, the laugh box paired with his mischievous smile is the stuff nightmares are made out of. Batman was by no means a film for children, but did that stop me from seeing it? Heck no, I had terrible parents, so of course I saw it in theaters. Is the film perfect? Not really. Considering what would come after by way of bat nipples and ice puns, this is a masterpiece. A lot of hardcore comic book fans hated omitting Joe Chill from Bruce's origin and changing it to Joker killing his parents. The use of Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale was a little underwhelming, and even Tim Burton himself has described the film as okay, but more of a cultural phenomenon than a great movie. Even still, there's no arguing the irreversible impact the film had on not just Batman, but all superhero films. And for that, we give it 4 out of 5 stars. Do you agree with my review? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter at Chris Killian, and come back for next week's retro review.